You say you didn't want water or no?
No.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cutthroat Mentality. Today's interrogation involves an 18-year-old Ava Mowing. She's just been brought into an interrogation room at the Clay County Sheriff's Office. Now, detectives are preparing to question her about a violent confrontation that unfolded behind an Academy sports store in Orange Park, Florida. What started as a planned fight between two young women sparked by jealousy over a mutual ex-boyfriend quickly spiraled out of control when gunshots rang out. Increasingly, Ava wasn't even one of the two women involved in the arranged fight. Yet she's the one detectives suspect of pulling the trigger. 3 people have already identified her from photo lineups, and investigators have already recovered multiple shell casing bullets from the scene. At this moment, Ava seems calm and collected, even casual, but she has no idea just how much detectives already know. So let's get your popcorn and check out the interrogation.
What's up?
Hey, Ava,
Yes, sir.
I'm Detective Gordy, Detective Holliston.
Just call me Wes, and that's Brad.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So,
Sorry I look like crazy right now.
that's right.
You're talking about looking
I
crazy.
have like a koala shirt on.
Hey, what do you got? A Jacksonville Zoo shirt on?
Yeah.
Not yours?
No, it is mine. It's old.
Okay. How the hell's all that?
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, you're probably wondering what the hell's going on. We're gonna ask you some questions and stuff. We've talked to a couple people already. We just want to get your side of the story. What happened? This is he's gonna be the case agent of the case. I'm his partner, so we're investigating it together. We think that you're probably gonna know exactly what we're talking about when we talk about it, and you might even already know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Our main goal here today is to get your side and just be honest. I mean, crazy shit happens, and we just want you to be honest. And that's that. Has anybody ever read you your constitutional rights before? Do you know what that means?
Mhm.
What does that mean to you?
I mean, it doesn't mean nothing to me, but I've had it read out to me before.
I mean, okay, let me repeat. When I say constitutional rights, what do you know your constitutional rights as?
I don't.
All right, you know Miranda rights.
Mm-mm.
You ever watch like the TV shows with cops and stuff? Where
Like
they say you
48
have
hours of-
48, or you have the right to remain silent. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what it is, and what it is to protect you, and pretty much it's going to put you in control in this interview here. We have some questions. We'd like for you to cooperate,
Mhm.
and so yeah. So I'll go ahead and read those to you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, and having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us at this time?
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's the thing, remember. You can stop talking at any time, right?
Yes, sir.
The thing is, you don't want people talking for you. You want to be your own voice.
Mhm.
So that's what this is about. All we're looking for is cooperation. And, things aren't always as they appear to be. So we don't know until we talk to you.
Yes, sir.
So this is basically about the fight that took place behind Academy. Yeah. So what can you tell us? Can you tell us your version of what happened?
Yes, sir. I can. So I'm sure you guys already know who the other girl is, Alanis.
Right.
Yeah. So
You're literally the last person we've talked to. So,
really?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So we were over at her ex-boyfriend's house yesterday, Matt. I can't remember his last name.
Mm-hmm.
But we were just hanging out and we were like swimming because he's got a nice pool, whatever. And we were swimming and his ex-girlfriend, which is the girl Autumn, she called him and she was like, I guess they had hung out and then like they're iffy on each other. So I guess like she went crazy whenever she found out that there was other girls over there. And like an hour later, he has all the texts on his phone of her texting saying like just talking crazy, saying that she's gonna be there in 5 minutes. His
Right.
mom, his parents were there, everything. So she pulls up in 2 cars deep, full. Both of the cars are full of people, and me and Alana are at the end of the driveway like, what in the hell? What the fuck's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So we told him to get the hell out of there. Blah blah blah. And the one guy that was in the Kia car, it was in a box Kia. He like we were like standing in the road telling them to get on because we were like, really, there's a mom up here and parents. Like, what are y'all coming to the house, the mother's house for? It's disrespectful. And he had pointed a gun at me and Alanis and told us that if we get any closer, that he's gonna shoot us. And we're like, y'all just need to get out of here. Like, we don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then Alanis was already mad at that point, and Alanis they fought. They're both legal. They're both 18.
Sure.
They met
Yeah.
and they scrapped. They scrapped the first fight. The second fight, the girl, I guess I got too close, and the girl didn't like it because I got too close to the fight because like she ended up beating the girl. Autumn almost start beating her ass. So like I'm her homegirl, so I'm like get her off of her. So I yank her off of her, and then the fat friend comes and tries to jump at me, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So then. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna be straight up with y'all because I know there's already a fucking video. There's a whole video. There's evidence.
Right.
I can't get out of this. So yes, I did have a gun and I did point it at her, and I told her if she gets any closer to me, then I'm gonna shoot. And she kept on stepping, so I shot one round up in the sky, and then she kept on coming at me. And in self-defense, I'm not gonna get my ass whooped whenever I have a gun in my hand. So I didn't point at nobody. I shot right at their car, and then we got in the car and left.
Alright guys, so Ava's initial versions of events begin to take shape as she speaks with detectives. Now, according to her account, she was accompanied by her friend Elena's to meet with Autumn Broomfield for a prearranged fight. The conflict centered around a guy named Matthew, who both Elena's and Autumn had been dating. Now, Ava tells investigators that during the physical altercation, she intervened by pulling Autumn off of Elena's. Now, when she realized that the fight wasn't going in her friend's favor, she claims that afterwards, Autumn's friend became aggressive towards her, which is when she drew a handgun from her waistband. In her telling, she stated that she only fired a warning shot into the air to scare them off, followed by shots at their car, which she believed was unoccupied. At the time, Ava's narrative carefully positioned the gunfire as defensive rather than malicious. However, Autumn Broomfield's account to police paints a dramatically different picture of what transpired that night. So let's take a look.
So me and my friend Anna Daryl were supposed to go pull up on this girl, Lotus. I didn't even want to fight this girl. Like, I really did not. Like, I tried to avoid it. And because she's together with my ex, Matt. And last time she came at me, like, talking reckless, like, trying to fight me, like, calling me names, like, out of the nowhere. I was pregnant at the time. I had a miscarriage. And I was pregnant at the time. So, I couldn't, do much because obviously I don't want to put my baby at risk.
Right.
So, long story short, I called Matt because, me and Matt are doing good. And, we've been talking. So, I called Matt on my lunch break 2 nights ago. And she answered the phone. And she was just, caught off guard as I was. We were both, confused as fuck. Long story short, she wanted to fight. I was at work at the time, so I'm I can't do nothing. So I was okay, I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna come on my day off, and I'm not gonna tell you I'm coming just in case you jump me or something. So she wanted to fight so bad, so I get my friends, and we pull up to Matt's house, and his mom was outside and stuff. So they told me to come here. So that's when we ended up beating up over here. And we pulled up, and they were already parked, and as we were pulling up, they were getting out of the car. And I got out of the car and we started swinging. I don't like to talk shit, so I just saw her. I started swinging. I won that fight, so we separated. She took her time. I took my time to catch our breaths or whatever. And we went round 2, we were bumping, and I started winning again. And I don't know, next thing you know, you start hearing gunshots. Or no, I was on top of her, and I was beating her ass. And her friend yanks me up by my hair and starts beating my ass. Like,
So that's your hair I see out there?
yes, my red hair. That's my hair out there. I really did not think this girl had a gun.
I thought they were talking shit.
Yeah, I thought they were just talking shit. Which is...
So after you get pulled off of her during the fight and the shots start ringing out, is anybody saying anything?
Everyone was saying stuff. It felt like everyone kept telling me to duck because I was the only one that wasn't running to the car. Like, it took me a while to notice, oh shit, someone's shooting. Everyone's running to the car. So I start running to the car and I'm trying to open the door and it was locked and everyone's telling me to duck down. Everyone's telling me to duck down. So I'm ducked down, still trying to get in the car. Next thing you know, I guess that's when the bullet went through the back door window because glass started falling on my back. So I guess that's when that happened.
Okay, so Autumn's account fundamentally changes the complexion of this case. Her statement that Ava deliberately fired at the vehicle while knowing people were inside elevates this incident from simple aggravated assault to attempted murder. Now, what Ava may have believed would be treated as merely brandishing a firearm or a reckless discharge now carries the potential for decades behind bars. As detectives prepare to confront Ava with these contradictions, they know her response could make the difference between a defensible plea deal and a trial for attempted murder. Let's check it out.
About how many rounds do you think you squeezed off?
At least 5.
Did you aim it all at the car? Did you aim it all at the car?
No. I feel like only 4 shots at the car. In my opinion, because I was a shooter,
Okay.
so I feel like...
Your adrenaline's pumping, I'm sure, too.
Mm-hmm.
You shoot guns much?
Yes.
You do shoot guns a
With
lot?
my dad.
Okay, so, you're familiar with guns and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's more of the fight that's got you amped, not the gun itself. Where is the gun now?
I dumped it
Dumped it?
in Black Creek.
So, I heard it was, we got the casings, it's a 9mm, does that sound right? So, what I'd like to do, because your story's track on, you're being very cooperative, you're telling the truth, what I'd like to do is what we did with everybody else, is I'm gonna go get a little marker, it's gonna be like school in here,
Yes, sir.
draw a little sketch and kind of put where everybody was. Are you
Okay.
good with that? Okay, let me go get a little marker. This drawing is gonna be very crude, because I'm a horrible drawer, okay?
Me too.
So we're gonna say this is the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Academy Sports Building comes up here, does like this. And then over here is like grass and water and shit like that,
Mhm.
right?
The
So,
semis.
yeah, there's some semi-trailers right here. So if you would, tell me where y'all's car was, their car, and everybody was at.
Our car was... I'm a horrible driver, too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that looks like...
That's fine, that's fine.
Okay, so here's our car.
Mm-hmm.
And then their car, our headlights were right there facing front. And they pulled up and it was right there like that.
Okay,
So-
where did the fight take place roughly?
Like right here.
Okay.
And then the girl ran up. The Autumn girl ran up. Alanis was just standing there because Alanis didn't really even want to fight her. She was just mad that she pulled up to the house and was disrespectful to the mom. So then Alanis stood there and waited for it, blah, blah, blah. That happened. And then Alanis went back to the car and they both drank water and then they went for another
Yeah,
round.
that's a little weird. They took a big break.
Yeah. And then they started fighting again. And then that's whenever the girl started. So it all happened at least
Kind of like right there in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where do you think you were when you fired the shots in the air?
I was far away. I stepped super back. I was right here, all the way back here, and that girl was still coming at me because she came at me, so I was stepped back.
Mhm.
I had stepped back at least 10 feet
Okay.
because
This-
that's not what my intention was, to kill anybody.
This is gonna just to kind of make it easy. There's you, Alanis, and Matt, right?
Mhm.
So we're gonna call y'all ones. There's 3 of y'all, and I think they said there was 4 of them, so we'll call them 2s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're right here, where are all of the twos at basically? Where are they at?
There was the guy that okay, so the Annalise girl, that the dude's car, that was her
Right.
boyfriend. So he was like right here. She was recording, and then the fat girl was right here the whole time. So then Matt was recording the whole time, so he was everywhere. And I mean, honestly, me and her, they were like, here, I'll put 2 and 1. That's them both
That's
together
them fighting,
fighting. And then me and him are just circling the
when
whole
you-
thing.
When you after you fire the shots in the air, when you fire the shots at the car, where are you at?
Right, back here.
Same place?
Same
And
place.
where are they at?
Same place.
So they never ran.
They didn't really run, but they just, because they weren't really paying attention to me. The only girl that saw what was going on was the girl that was coming at me. Everybody else, because whenever I yanked her off, everybody else thought I was jumping her. Everybody was like, hey, hey, hey. I was like,
Right.
I didn't even hit her.
So then y'all leave. Which way do you go out?
We went this way, and then I told him at first we went this way, but I lied because I forgot we went this way. We went this way, and then we went down this way, and then finally found
Okay.
a way to get back out to landing.
Any more shots fired out here?
When we were leaving,
Okay. And where do you think the car was roughly?
probably like down.
And I know it's kind of hard to remember.
No, but probably it was about because I second guessed it.
Mhm.
I really did second guess it, and then
And where were they at?
in the car. Well, no, honestly, they weren't even in the car yet. Autumn was, like over here, like bending down, and he was. I honestly didn't even see it. I mean, I don't know where everybody else went. I just saw Autumn over here, like trying to get in the car.
So when we went and looked at the scene, the car was still there, of course.
No, the car was actually moved in a different way because whenever we drove off, she was walking around picking up the
Right.
casing.
That's what I heard.
So then, whenever this is what they did. Whenever we drove off and went this way, they went like this, circled around, and then they stopped. And then she got out of the car. I was like, wait, what are they doing? Are they dropping her off? And then and I was like, no, she's putting up bullet casings. So she's walking around pulling up the bullet casings, and then the car, I guess they parked it. I mean, it moved after.
I'm assuming it's roughly in the same spot
Yeah.
because it's kind of like where you drew.
Hmm.
So when I went back to the scene, what we've got is there's a bullet hole here on the building, one here, one up here, and one through the back window.
Hmm.
So as I asked everybody before, when y'all leave, and I guess y'all went to some park or something like that, was there ever a point that you thought or worried that you could have hit somebody?
Yes. But I knew, I mean, no, I didn't know, but I know that, like I told you, my intention was not to kill nobody.
Mm-hmm.
That girl, she is like she's a hoodlum. She thinks she's a hood rat. She thinks she's
Right.
a black girl. So I was trying to scare her and like, God, on the street. I don't like that girl.
So when and the point I'm trying to make is this right here, when this shot comes up to the back window,
Mm-hmm.
from what we've gathered from everybody, I think they're hiding in front of the car. Is what everybody says. Does that sound about right?
Well, like I said, I didn't see anybody else, but I saw her because I saw her
Yeah,
blue
she was
shorts.
crouched down,
She was
I think.
crouched down on the side, and I guess they had circled around the front. Because whenever I
So you
This
gotta
time-
be. I mean, if you're firing up this way and it goes to the back window, you got one crouched down and 2 or 3 up here.
Mm-hmm. That's attempted murder.
That's huh?
Isn't that attempted murder?
Well, I mean, you tell me. That's shooting at somebody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what your intention was. I mean, you just told me your intention was to scare them,
Mm-hmm.
but that's pretty close to shooting somebody.
You're right. And like I said, I second guessed it. I don't know. I just.
Yeah.
So.
Who was the girl that was crouched over there? Was that Autumn?
Yeah, that was the girl that
Okay.
fought.
Oh, we tracked Alanis.
Alanis.
We tracked her down. We, of course, spoke to her. We knew her car was used. Her car was the one driven at the
Mhm.
time. So when we're looking at her car, there's this funny film all over it.
Film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Bleach.
Well, what is the point of that? I mean, it's kind of comical, but
It's kind of comical.
yeah. I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, your point was to wipe it down with bleach because you was worried there was gunpowder on the car, maybe?
Yeah. which I already knew, but I still wanted, because like she didn't do nothing wrong.
Mhm.
So like it's her car, so I didn't want her to be fucked. You know what I mean? Because like
Right.
I even told her, I was like you like both, even like I even told them Matt and Alanis know that they didn't do shit, and y'all know they didn't do shit. I'm the one who did it.
Yeah.
They fought perfectly fine. If I wouldn't have shot any shots off,
We have no issue with that. You know, the only issue we have is the gun.
Mhm.
I mean, of course, that's why we're all here.
Mhm.
And then not just the gun, but the issue that the gun was fired in the direction of people
Mhm.
makes it even worse. You know, I don't know if you're that good of a shot or if it was just luck that nobody was hit.
Mhm.
You know, but I got a couple pictures I want to show you real quick. I'm gonna go get them and see if you. But just to say, you're completely cooperative. You know, you have been, and I do appreciate it, and you're very honest. So,
Be right back.
Okay.
All right, so at this point, the investigator steps out to collect photographic evidence. Now, this provides us with an opportunity to examine the actual video footage captured during the incident. Now, this will allow you to form your own assessment of what transpired that night. Now, you're going to hear some things that's going to pertain to the situation, which is why they have her in the interrogation room. You're not going to see it because YouTube's guidelines won't allow us to show it. Now, the confrontation that escalated from a fist fight to gunfire, the gravity of the firing multiple rounds in the direction of an occupied vehicle cannot be overstated. But watch how Ava responds when confronted with photographic evidence of her actions. She shows a bit of a breakdown, but let's take a look.
I'm gonna show you these pictures. It's kind of kindergarten. I understand that. It's just part of my job. I got to do it right. So we're talking to you. We're recording everything. So before I show them you, I'm gonna show them to the camera so the camera knows what I'm showing you. Okay. So who's in this picture? And what are you holding?
A gun.
Okay. And who's this guy?
The boyfriend.
Of
Annalise.
Annalise, okay. And what are you doing in this picture?
Oh my goodness. Shooting the gun off first round.
In the air?
Mm-hmm.
And then the final picture, this picture.
I'm sorry.
Just, like I said, I know, I get it, but what are you doing?
Pointing it at the girl.
Okay. So, it was asked of us, do you think you would be able to pinpoint where you threw the gun?
Pinpoint?
Yeah, if we took you out there, could you say, I threw the gun right there? I don't want to go on a wild goose chase, so, I mean, if it's a lie, it's a lie.
No, it's not a lie. It's just, I mean, like, it's, I don't know if it's there still. Because wouldn't it forever take it away? The creek?
You throw it like right in the middle of the creek?
Yeah. I threw it as hard as I could have.
Mhm. The point I'm making is if you threw it there, I mean, we got a dive team. They can go check.
Mm.
Like I told you before I left, you've been completely honest with us, and I have no problem telling anybody that.
Mm.
I don't want to change it, and now we go out there and spend 2 hours diving in a creek for a gun that was never thrown there. You see what I'm saying? If it's not there, just tell me it's not there.
No, I did throw. That's where we went to after everything happened.
Okay. All right. Well, give us a minute. We'll see what we can set up.
Okay, guys, so at this point, following her confession and the overwhelming evidence against her, Ava Mowing was charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. Now, 1 count for each victim, which was Autumn Broomfield, Annalise Leopard, and Daryl Harper. Now, despite Ava's initial claim that she disposed of the weapon in Black Creek, investigators searched the location. She described but found nothing. Now, the gun was eventually recovered through different means entirely. Ava contacted Elena's from jail asking her to dispose of the gun that was still at Ava's residence. But instead of destroying the evidence, Elena turned it over to her attorney, who then provided it to law enforcement ballistics. Testing confirmed that the casings recovered from the scene were indeed fired from this weapon, providing the final piece of forensic evidence linking Ava to the shooting, and Ava Mowing ultimately pleaded guilty to all 3 counts of attempted murder. Now, she was sentenced to 15 years in prison with a minimum sentence of 10 years behind bars. This is another episode of Cutthroat Mentality. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am your host, S. Dot, and we'll catch you on the next interrogation. Peace.